are doing Module 2 vocabulary for Algebra. We're doing a little homework jingle here. This is so we can get an A on the test because that's what we really like. Module 2 vocabulary, we're starting off with absolute value. Absolute value is the distance from zero. Remember, an absolute value is always positive. An average is the result obtained by adding two or more quantities and then dividing this total by the number of quantities. So if you wanted to know the average for a test score that you wanted to take, you would add up the sum of all the test scores that you had taken and then divide them by the count or the number that you had added up. That would be the average. Result obtained by adding together two or more quantities and then dividing the total by the number of quantities. A compound inequality is two or more inequalities combined together. So if you have two or more inequalities combined together, you're looking at a compound inequality. A conjunction is a compound inequality formed by the intersection of the solution sets of the individual's inequalities. So that is where they collide with each other, the intersection where they intersect. So you can only count numbers in a conjunction if they both exist in both sets. For the disjunction, that's a compound inequality formed by the union of the solution sets of the individual inequalities. So if you had some negative numbers in one set and a positive number in the other set, you can add them both together, the union of both of those sets. You can look for your value and see if it is in either of them. That's a disjunction, putting them together, the union of the solution sets. For domain, we're given a set of ordered pairs. It is the set of all first coordinates of the set of ordered pairs. So given a function, it is the set of all possible input values, usually denoted as an x, which produce a valid output from the particular function. The element is objects in a set. So if you have a bunch of numbers in a set, they are considered elements, and the symbol for an element looks like an E, but it's a little bit curvy. Capital E, curvy, capital E. An empty set is a set that contains no elements. The symbol for an empty set is a zero with a line through it. Can also be represented as D and E, does not exist. And for the next word is function, a relation of a set of ordered pairs, whereby each element of the domain corresponds to one and only one element of the range. That would be a function. So if you had a list of numbers and the first numbers in all of those sets was 4, that would not be a function because you can only have one only element that corresponds to the secondary element. Otherwise, you could have a line, a vertical line. That would not be a function. An inequality is a statement that compares the quantities of two expressions. So if you have a statement that compares the quantities of two expressions, you're looking at an inequality. An infinity says is a number greater than any assignable quantity or countable number. The symbol for infinity looks like an 8 that has been turned on its side. You can also do a negative infinity, so it works both ways. Intersection. This is where the set of all elements that are common to two or more sets live. The symbol for the intersection looks like an upside down U or a fun font letter N, right? They're usually in a word problem, you'll see an intersection noted by the word and the way that I'm remembering that is the word and has an N in the middle, and the intersection symbol kind of looks like an N. So that's how I'm remembering and, putting them both together, intersection, N. Interval notation, that's a method of writing down a set of numbers whereby parentheses and or brackets are used to show whether the endpoints are excluded or included. A range is a given set of ordered pairs. It is the set of all second coordinates in the set of ordered pairs. So if you have a function, given a function, it is the set of output values produced from values of the domain. A set is just a collection of objects. So if you're looking at a collection of objects, you're looking at a set. Tripartite is an inequality. Tripartite, I'm not sure how to say that. It's a conjunction expressed as a single sentence with the variable or expression between two numbers. So if you have two inequality symbols and you have three numbers or three terms in between those, you probably are looking at a tripartite. A union, and this is the last term for this module, a union is the set of all elements in two or more sets. The symbol for the union is U. The vocabulary for that, if you're looking at a word problem, is usually or. So the union, the set of all elements in two or more sets. So if the element exists in this set or this set, you're good to go. Good luck on your test. I hope you guys have a great day. Bye-bye.